Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Neil Schauman, and I'm the President and Dean of California Western School of Law. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, and of course the graduates, I am very pleased to welcome you to California Western's 2019 commencement ceremony. First and foremost, graduates, congratulations. You've completed your legal studies, expanded your capacity to advocate for others, and practiced and honed your lawyering skills. You have crossed an important milestone on your journey to becoming a working legal professional. And you've triumphed because of your hard work and commitment, but also because of the help of others in this room. Classmates, faculty, trustees, staff, donors, mentors, and of course, most especially, your friends and family. To all of you here today who have offered these graduates support during law school, thank you very much. You are an important part of what makes California Western such a special place. Graduates, because of your excellent legal training at California Western, you are more prepared, more skilled, and believe it or not, more confident than graduates from many other U.S. law schools, the names of which are more quickly recognized. You've excelled in the classroom, in the courtroom, and in the community. You've carried the California Western name with you, and you have elevated the status of our school wherever you have gone. You are our ambassadors, and we could not be more proud of you. Now, one of the best parts of my job is getting to know our students who come from a wide array of diverse backgrounds. Some are native Californians, others are from neighboring states. Some are the first in their family to attend graduate school, and some have emigrated here. Some are career changers who balance the rigors of law school with jobs and families. And some are veterans who proudly served our country. This multitude of life experiences brings a wonderful richness to our campus. We learn from our students as much as they learn from us. These graduates have given back to the community in so many ways. Since our students are the reason for our success, it's fitting that our first address this afternoon comes from a member of this graduating class. Our student speaker today hails from Boston, Massachusetts. He majored in political science, public relations, and Spanish at Syracuse University, where he was a Division I athlete, on the Dean's List, a global abroad ambassador, host of the TV show of the year, College Eats, a Dean's team member, academic scholarship recipient, president of the pre-law fraternity, Phi Alpha Delta, and a member of Phi Sigma Pi, the National Honor Fraternity. At California Western, he was a member of the Entertainment and Sports Law Society, secretary of Phi Alpha Delta Law Fraternity, member of the Student Bar Association, student representative to the American Bar Association, and a distinguished advocate. In addition, he was named the Student of Distinction, a student ambassador, a member of the Alternative Dispute Resolution Competition Team, a PALSA member, And believe it or not, this list goes on and on. I could probably stand here for 30 minutes and tell you about our speaker. That's how many awards he's racked up. He's gained valuable work experience through California Western's new media rights clinic, the local firm of Hoffman and Ford, Boston law firm Kenner and Associates, and at Shout Factory in Los Angeles through California Western's clinical externship program. This graduate is an excellent representative of his class. Please join me in welcoming our student commencement speaker, Nick Alico.
Okay. Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, professors, deans, trustees, staff members, and finally, less successful siblings. Welcome to the 2019 California Western School of Law Commencement Ceremony. It might be cliche, but it seems like just last week we were sitting in various rooms on campus during orientation, learning all about Cal West and all it had to offer. And here we are, graduating! Graduation is a time of reflection, to reflect on what we've accomplished thus far and what we hope to accomplish in our careers moving forward. In college, we thought about our major as a way of determining what we will do for the rest of our lives. However, in law school, I thought about whether I could sell the bags under my eyes at Gucci value. When we first entered law school, we were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed students, eager to learn and eager to make change. I don't presume to speak for all of you on this, but as law school went on, I began to realize just how boring I had become. In undergrad, I was able to strike up a conversation with anyone. I could talk to friends and strangers about various topics without having to apply the law. However, it's much different now. It's not that I don't care about your life, non-law student person. It's just I'm very busy. If you have a problem, I need it to fit into a certain category. For example, want to talk about the Kardashians? Sure. Let's talk about whether Jordan Woods could break her non-disclosure agreement and the ramifications she'll face if she reveals the truth about the Tristan scandal. However, there are lots of positives we've gained from the last 3 years. We can see both sides of every story. We can withstand an insane amount of stress and still come to a plausible resolution. We learned to type exam answers faster than we could imagine possible. Honestly, you thought roller coasters gave you adrenaline. Try finishing a constitutional law exam when the proctor says 5 minutes remaining and you haven't even got to Dormant's Commerce Clause yet. We've attempted, failed, and eventually succeeded on motions, memos, contracts, and recommended rulings to judges and supervising attorneys. Most importantly, we found a group of like-minded individuals to develop a passion and grow with in a place that became like a second home. Honestly, how many of you pulled an all-nighter in the main building or the library? I know I pulled a few, and I know some of you were with me. Many of us have specific people who inspired us to keep going, who fought for us to be here today, or who we do this for. I was fortunate enough to have two great men in my life. The first is the man I call my father, who took on a child that wasn't his own and tried to give him the best life possible. The second is my stepfather, who came into my life at a young age, treated me like one of his own, and worked countless jobs to provide for my mother and me. Then I think about my mother, who's probably crying right now, who, even though we didn't have a lot, made it seem like we had it all, who balanced hard work and mothering with compassion, humor, wisdom, and most notably, love. A law degree opens many doors, but more importantly, it gives us the power to make things better. My hope is that as we listen to the law, we also listen to our hearts. That while we think like lawyers, we don't forget to think like humans. That we become catalysts for change, artists who inspire, and architects who create. If law school has taught me anything, it's that the law is not as simple as black and white. It's always changing, and it lives in the gray area. If something feels wrong, we can acknowledge it and speak up. As we venture off into our careers, I hope each of you never forget that. On a personal note, I want to thank each and every one of you. From the friendships to the classroom arguments to the laughter and the hangouts, I respect each and every one of you, and this experience would not be the same without you. As someone wicked once said, something has changed within me, something is not the same. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leap. I have no doubt that each of you will defy gravity in your careers. I am so honored and proud to have shared the last 3 years with you all. Thank you.
California Western is served by a board of trustees whose members are accomplished practitioners dedicated to the school and its students. The quality of the education our students receive reflects the board's commitment to the law school. As I call out your names, please stand. When all are standing, we will recognize you with a round of applause. Jeffrey Lewin, class of 1975. Jeff Isaacs, class of 1968. Charlie Grebbing, class of 1970. And Michael Witten. Now, equally dedicated to our students' achievements are the members of our faculty. They are experts in their fields of study and a warm and welcoming community of scholars. I am honored to be part of this faculty and to introduce my colleagues who are here today. Once again, please hold your applause until the end. Professor William Aceves, Professor Thomas D. Barton, Professor Lisa M. Black, Professor Robert A. Borer, Professor Hannah Brenner, Professor Tim Casey, Professor Leslie Culver, Professor Rob DeKoven, Professor Tabrez Ibrahim, Professor Scott Ehrlich, Professor Jessica Fink, Professor Richard Finkmore, Professor Philip Gregg, Professor Catherine Hardy, Professor Ruth Hargrove, Professor Nancy Kim, Professor Kenneth S. Klein, Professor Laura Padilla, Professor Glenn Smith, Vice Dean Donald J. Smythe, Professor India Thusi, Professor Mark Weinstein, and Professor Daniel Yeager. Now, a law school requires students and professors, but it absolutely cannot succeed without a talented staff. In dozens of ways that are visible and hundreds of ways that are not, our staff works hard to support our students. Many of our staff members are here assisting with graduation, and I would like to ask them now to stand and be recognized. Also, I would like to extend a special acknowledgement to Assistant Dean Susan Finster and the Student and Diversity Services staff for organizing this commencement ceremony. Thank you for a job well done. Now, before I introduce our commencement speaker, I want to take just a moment to honor two beloved members of our faculty for whom this will be their last commencement ceremony as full-time faculty members. Professor Richard J. Finkmore, who is serving as one of our marshals today, is retiring after more than 30 years at California Western. And this Associate Dean Daniel B. Yeager, our Justice Earl Warren Professor of Law and Associate Dean for Research and Faculty Development, is retiring after 28 years of service. I would like to take a moment to recognize both of these outstanding individuals. Professor Finkmore's interest in environmental issues dates back to his days as a law student at Stanford. For the last 3 decades, he has helped cultivate that same passion in California Western students through both his teaching and his service as a faculty advisor to the Environmental Law Society. His scholarship includes a well-received textbook, Environmental Laws and the Values of Nature, which has been recognized as an important source on the history and evolution of environmental law. The focus of Dean Yeager's scholarship has been criminal law, as well as criminal procedure and theory, and California Western students have benefited from his expertise for nearly 3 decades. He's published books and articles on, among other subjects, constitutional criminal procedure, substantive criminal law, and ordinary language philosophy. In addition, Dean Yeager has served California Western as Associate Dean for Research and Faculty Development for 3 years, and they've been 3 very good years. Professor Richard Finkmore and Associate Dean Daniel Yeager, would you please join me here at the podium? Get a gift. It has been a privilege and a pleasure to have you here at California Western. Thank you very much. Now, I have the honor to introduce our 2019 commencement speaker, the Honorable Carol D. Codrington. Justice Codrington was born in Los Angeles, California, and is the first in her family to earn a law degree. She received her Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology, graduating cum laude from Loyola Marymount University in LA, and her Juris Doctor from Loyola Law School. Justice Codrington is the first African American to serve in the 4th District Court of Appeal, being nominated in 2010. She was unanimously confirmed by the Commission on Judicial Appointments and confirmed once again by the electorate. Previously, she served as a trial judge in the Riverside Superior Court, where she presided over various civil and criminal assignments. Prior to her elevation to the bench, she practiced complex civil litigation in both state and federal courts, as an associate at Burke, Robinson, and Pearman, and as an associate and then partner of Mallory and Brown Curtis. Justice Codrington has also served as the Director of Litigation at the Western Law Center for Disability Rights, which is now the Disability Rights Legal Center, and as a Deputy City Attorney with the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, an Associate General Counsel with the Los Angeles Unified School District. She was elected Commissioner of the Superior Court by the judges of Riverside County, and she's an adjunct professor at Loyola Law School. She's active in many bar associations. She's a past president and a life member of the Black Women Lawyers Association of Los Angeles Incorporated, and a life member of the California Association of Black Lawyers. She has served as Judicial Master and President of the Leo A. Deegan Inn of Court, and she's a member of the California Judges Association, the National Association of Women Judges, and the International Association of Women Judges, among other various organizations. She also serves on several statewide and local advisory committees and boards. She completed the prestigious Sir Richard May Seminar on International Law and International Courts in The Hague, Netherlands. Justice Codrington has received numerous commendations and resolutions for her commitment to public service from the California State Senate, the California Assembly, the Secretary of State, the State Controller, and the State Board of Equalization, to name just a few. She's received numerous professional awards, including the Judge Elwood Rich Outstanding Jurist Award, the Professional Excellence Award from 100 Black Men of America, the Leadership in Jurisprudence Award from the Leo A. Deegan Inn of Court, the 16th Annual Celebration of Excellence and Jurist of the Year Award, and the Champions of Justice Award, among many others. Justice Codrington enjoys mentoring elementary, high school, college, and law students. She is a frequent lecturer, panelist, and keynote speaker, and she was named among the top 50 inspirational alumni of Loyola Law School. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Carol D. Codrington. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? All right. Dean Schumann, I thank you for that awesome introduction. It was sort of like attending your own funeral, hearing all your accomplishments while you're still alive, but I appreciate it very much, and I'm very, very honored to be here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, dean and faculty, and honored guests, and especially family members and parents. First and foremost, let's start by applauding our graduates. Now, I ask the graduates to applaud all of those who supported you on this journey. California Western School of Law is committed to using the law to solve human and societal problems. Its mission is to train ethical, competent, compassionate lawyers representative of our diverse society who can use the law effectively and creatively. I am truly humbled to have been selected to address you on this very momentous occasion as you begin to apply the tools that you've just acquired throughout law school. As I was preparing my remarks today, I thought, what advice would I have wanted to hear or give a class of newly minted lawyers? And I decided to focus on what I would have wanted to hear at my law school graduation. Frankly, I don't even remember who spoke. I don't know what they said, but I hope to leave you with a few kernels that you will use as you begin your practice of law. What I want to talk to you about are the top 10 tips for successful lawyers. And fortunately for you all, they're recording this, so nobody has to take notes. And I want you to remember what I say to you because it will carry you throughout your careers. First and foremost, zealously guard your reputation. Zealously guard your reputation. Will Rogers once said, "It takes a lifetime to build a good reputation, but you can lose it in a minute." He said that before there was internet, emails, social media, much less Instagram or Facebook. Never, ever do anything that you don't want to see on the cover of the Los Angeles Daily Journal. For those of you who don't know what that is, you will learn very quickly. Once your reputation is tarnished, it will affect everything you do from that moment on. It will shape your career. It will inform the governor should you elect to become a judge or a justice one day. So you may not be thinking about your reputation today, and you may think you have lots of time to build one, but remember to be fair, honest, transparent, competent, and patient. No more pictures of frat parties holding up a 40-ounce. Those days are gone forever, okay? Number 2, be a person of excellence and grace. In the words of another great philosopher, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it is nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. If you are not gracious to opposing counsel, court staff, your subordinates, the word will get around. If you're not polite to the court clerk when you enter a courtroom before you head into chambers, the judge will know everything you just did. So remember, take a little time and be polite with people, and especially to opposing counsel, because when you need that extension on your discovery, the answer will be no, if you have not been gracious. If you are rude or demeaning to others, people will remember that more than they remember you. So it's more important to be a person of excellence in all that you do. Number 3, gratitude is not out of style. As my Aunt Ida would say to my brothers, have some manners. You were not raised in a barn. What that means is successful attorneys know the importance of goodwill. Goodwill is how you build your practice. Send handwritten thank you notes, or at the very least, a heartfelt email. Follow up with clients immediately. Return client phone calls within 24 hours of receipt. If you look at the records of attorney discipline in the state of California, also posted in the Los Angeles Daily Journal, you will find that clients will report an attorney first and foremost for failing to communicate with them. So even those difficult, whiny, annoying clients, return their call very quickly and be polite at all times. Just do it. Number 4, never, ever, let me say it again, never, ever, ever commingle personal and client accounts. Speaking of attorney discipline and ethics, one of the most common grounds for disbarment is commingling your funds with your client's trust account or your personal operation accounts. Lawyers and doctors are very smart people, but they are not always great business people. So let's start with the elephant in the room, tackling your student loan debt. Find yourself a good financial planner and just take it one step at a time. It's worth every penny, and you won't regret having spent that money. When I started my own practice, my income went from 6 figures to $12,000 the first year. Fortunately, I had enough capital to ride the wave, and things got better as I developed my book of business. So live within your means and live within a budget. Back in the day, everyone would run out and buy a big old Mercedes as soon as they passed the bar. But you all are much more smart, and I know you'll buy a nice Prius. So set up the appropriate accounts and have a financial plan. Major law firms have fallen into hard times and ended up in bankruptcy court. So nobody in this room is too special to go down that road. So just remember, think of creative ways to save your clients money. You will always get more business if you do. It's kind of a secret, but corporate clients do pay attention to the bottom line. and they give repeat business to those who are very frugal and treat their money as though it were your own. Join bar associations. Networking is critical to developing clients, referrals, and a book of business. Being a lawyer or a judge can be isolating work. There is no substitution for getting to know other lawyers in your expected practice areas. Through the bar or judicial organizations, you can gain an important colleague, or most importantly, a mentor who will walk you through the process. Learn your way around a courtroom before your first appearance. I can't tell you how many times, and we can always tell when it's your very first appearance. So shadow a partner or a senior associate. Even if you're a sole practitioner, show up and visit the courtroom you're planning on appearing in the day before. It might seem like a waste of time, but that little bit of time will give you insight, and you will appear like a seasoned pro. You can talk to the people who are appearing before you, ask questions, and learn to meet and mingle with court staff. They will help you walk through the process. You especially want to know your judge's idiosyncrasies before you walk into that room. So remember that. Number 7, be a gracious loser. You will lose a motion, a trial, or even a client, but never, ever, ever lose your temper. There's an old saying that goes, lose your temper, lose your case. But treat losing as a learning experience. Each loss is a new opportunity to succeed, and you will absolutely learn something from that experience. Number 8, hard work is important, but it's very important to take care of yourself. I have never seen a more out-of-shape group than lawyers. They work long hours, they forget about their health, they forget about staying in shape and taking care of themselves. It is important to do basic things like eating right and exercising and taking a vacation. I'm telling you from experience, during my first years of practice, I never took a single vacation. You can't get that time back, so use it wisely and take a vacation. The world is not going to come to an end if you don't answer your phone on the first ring. I was really busy trying to make partner, so all I wanted to do was work. So I'm saying this to you, a card-carrying workaholic, that it's okay every now and then to take a vacation. Hard work breeds excellence, but it won't take care of you when you're old and sick. It'll be the people who love you who do that. Number 9, chart your own course. You were made perfectly just the way you are. God made each of you as a unique individual. You're special. You don't have to compare yourself to others or chart the same trail as your parents or their parents or your grandfather or other people or your friends or your colleagues. It's important to know who you are and do what's right for you and follow your own path to success, and you will achieve success. It's important to have self-acceptance, but it's equally important to get to know people who are different from you culturally, ethnically, religiously, and remain curious and go out there and explore the world. Don't be afraid to change jobs if you're unhappy. I wish someone would have said that to me at graduation. You don't have to take the same path that you thought you were going to take your first year of law school. First year of law school, everybody wanted to be an entertainment lawyer. The last year of law school, you just want to get a job lawyer. So whatever job you get will be where you start and start building your career. In the words of Barack Obama, he said, "There's no straight path from your seat today to where you're going. Careers are not ladders. Those days are long gone. But now they are jungle gyms. Don't just move up and down. Don't just look up, look backwards, look sideways and around corners. Your career and your life will have starts and stops and zigs and zags. Don't stress out about the white space, the path you can't draw, because therein lies both the surprises and the opportunities." Last but not least is, what is the most important key to success? I asked a very famous lawyer who was sitting in a courtroom next to me, and his answer was there are 3 keys to success as a lawyer: preparation, preparation, and more preparation. That lawyer was the late, great Johnny L. Cochran. I took his advice to heart. I prepare in advance for every case, every hearing, every presentation. This key still informs what I do today as a justice on the Court of Appeal. It is important to prepare for every single hearing. No matter how simple it might be, do your homework. I read everything the parties file. I read minute orders from prior hearings. I review everything in the case files. This informs how I prepare for oral argument today. So there's no substitute for great preparation. Now, in closing, maybe you have a specific dream for your life. Maybe you're still figuring out what your passion in life will be. But remember, life has its ups and downs. You will make mistakes along the way, but don't let the setbacks stop you from being the best possible lawyer you can be. You may not always know the answer, but things usually work out for the best. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And what happens afterward when you have a fail or a fall is what counts. It's how you get up from that fail or that fall. Enjoy the journey, because every single day is a gift. So be present in this moment of graduation today. Have lots of fun, hang out with your family, get some good food after this is over, play with your kids, play with your grandkids. Don't forget to have some fun today. However, next week, I want you to cut it out, buckle down, and study for that little quiz that you have in a few months called the bar exam. Get a job and go to work, making the world just a little bit better as newly minted lawyers. Good luck to each and every one of you, and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Justice Codrington, for those amazing words of advice and support. Now, our Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, Donald Smythe, will present the candidates for honors and introduce our graduates.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present the graduating class of 2019. Candidates for honors designation will be announced, although these designations will not be final for currently enrolled students until spring grades are processed. First, our Juris Doctor candidates. Yesenia Acosta. Alyssa Acuna. Jayshawna Adams. Lisa E. Ahmed. Mimi A. Akel, cum laude. Andrea Vanessa Albarico. Nicholas Alico. Sheena Alves, cum laude. Andrea Anderson. Aditya Aramugam. Jason Balwarte. Christina Batsakis. Dalita Bazarjian. Nisha Baktha, cum laude. Christopher Block. David Bach, cum laude. Sarah Borelli. Carl Camille Boudreau IV. Jasmine Braswell. Sarah Brockett, cum laude. Adam Bucci. Thomas Burse. Julian Xavier Camper. Okay. Mauricio Campos. Dustin Cantwell. Clara Caraveo. Bridget Tumines Castro. Michael Castro. Taylor Castro, magna cum laude. Samantha Chaidez. Stacy Zong Chang, magna cum laude. Sandra Isabel Chavez. Omar Chavez. Eric Clarkson, magna cum laude. Sydney Cohen. Jessica Colburn. Dylan Palmer Contreras. Jules Capone. Victor Cornides. Deja Correa. Christy Crockett. Jacqueline Crockett. Siobhan Hannah Curley. Morgan Darnell, cum laude. Timothy Davalier, cum laude. Lara Dietz, cum laude. Sierra Noel Denny. Prabjit Kaur Danda. Lucia Tanehi Diaz. Giovanni Dolaton, magna cum laude. Jovana Dragicic. Reginald Dulaney. Adam Clark Edwards. Jonathan Esparza. James Eustace. Llewellyn Jane Fawcett. Amanda Sheota Fagali. Sarah Ann Alipio Feliciano. Jonna Ferraro, magna cum laude. Edith Flores. Matthew Freeman. Julie Folks. Jonathan Fuller. Diana Gandiello. Nicole Gerard, cum laude. Christine Ganimian. James Alexander Gilmore. Brittany Glover. Marcus Glover. Magali Godfrey. Rebecca Danielle Gold, cum laude. Sarah Lauren Gold, cum laude. Sean Gomes. James Gosnell. Mohammed Hadwan. Rachel Holendi. Selma Harlow. William Harlow. Warsami Yusuf Hassan, cum laude. Sahar Hassanzada. Nicholas Hepburn. B.N.A. Hernandez. Amy Vu Ho. Jacqueline Hom. Brian Hughes. Giselle Jowdy, cum laude. Matthew Anthony Khalil. Amir Bashir Khan. Kimiya Kojuri. Christopher Kucharski. Courtney Lacalade. Daniela Lagunas. Laura Lakiotis. Yesenia Lara. Lily Lawrence. Yasmira Lenars, magna cum laude. Ching Yan Lee. Edgar Lopez. Jack Lopez Izquierdo. Eric Lund. Hannah Mazawi Willard, magna cum laude. Atalia Isabel Magana. Andrew Vincent Marin. Gia Nicole Marina. Tyler Marin Marquez. Jessica Martinez. Sydney Martinez. Christina Matian. Buck McClure. Connor McCormick, magna cum laude. Janae McDonald. Taylor Renee McElroy, magna cum laude. Joseph McInnes. Thomas McMullen. Priscilla Merida. Nancy Marino. Mika Measure. Christopher Milas, cum laude. Emmy Manatsakanian. Trevor Moran, cum laude. Christina Musgrove. Catherine Marina Neshed. Gary Neiman. Ryan Nelson, cum laude. Victoria J. Nelson. Quan Nguyen. Johnny Niti. Kelsey Nordstrom. Catherine Amelia Oberholzer, magna cum laude. Amelia Ochino, cum laude. Jacob O'Neill. Ashley Uzoamaka Orgiaco. Destiny Orr. Norman V. Ortega. Melissa Owens, magna cum laude. Genesis Palma. Evan Diego Pararegoza, cum laude. Michael Patty, magna cum laude. Michelle Perez Yanes. Lillian Phelan. Heather Nicole Phillips, cum laude. Elisa Pineda, magna cum laude. Pamela Prescott, cum laude. Annie Prieto. Joshua Rains. Kyle Ralph, cum laude. John Rankin. Tyler Reddy. Esther Remigio. Christopher Rice. Angelica Robles. Rebecca Aslin Rogers. Caitlin Rodriguez, cum laude. Lauren Romans. Georgia Russell. Colby John Ryan. Ova Sadeghi. Romina Safarian. Brittany Solomon. April Ann Bulanan Segovia. Nineth Segura. Braden Seibert, cum laude. Philip Celio. Kathleen Schaefer, magna cum laude. Ethan Shakuri. Adam Chablis, magna cum laude. Elmira Shokriani. Mark Angelo Simpliciano. Ashley Simpson. Nicholas Donovan Smith. Ashanti Smith. Jeff Steiner. Christina Sullivan. Terrence Sullivan, cum laude. Chris Sir. Gulan Tahir. Kalkida Temescan. Minnie Thinda. Malia Thompson Dudiak, magna cum laude. Marlene Torres. Jennifer Maniwan Tu. Daniel Trevino. Callie Creekmore Tyler. Christopher James Varney. Asha Nicole Vaswani. Simran Walia. Carter Elliott Watkins, cum laude. Siki Wei. Curtis M. Wheeler. Kiana Shanice Williams. Hao Wu. Averin Yaku. Kendall Youngman, cum laude. Nathaniel Michael Raymond Wisco, cum laude. Elma Zapata.
After Sarah Camilla, read this name.
Read that name, okay. Sarah Camilla. Amanda Sheota Fegali. Finally, a Master of Laws in U.S. Law or Master of Comparative Law degree from California Western. Luis Mateo Covarrubias. Sarah Gama. Anahita Ohadi. Esteban Sanchez Duran. Rodrigo Sayeg. Samantha Suhin.
Okay, students, please rise. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the concurrence of the Board of Trustees of California Western School of Law, I hereby confer on you and those in absentia the degrees of Master of Comparative Law, Master of Laws, and Juris Doctor, respectively. with all of the rights and responsibility pertaining to these high degrees. You may now turn your tassels. Now, you stood as students. You may now be seated as graduates. As you enter the next stage of your career, you will carry with you the knowledge, skills, perspective, and values that we helped you develop during your years with us. We look forward to celebrating many future successes with you as you build rewarding careers in the law. Congratulations. And now, as we conclude our commencement ceremony, I ask our guests to please remain seated until the faculty and students have exited. Thank you.